Hi YouTube. I think I'm on right now. This is Kristen slash CLoveLPN. That's my YouTube name. I just wanted to give an update of my journey through nursing school. I know it's been a while. I think I last updated October the 30th, or like the very end of October. So we are like halfway through our second term. We are currently taking ethics, mental health, and geriatrics at my school. So far, let's see. How do I put this without confusing you guys? Okay. So far in geriatrics, we've had 2 tests. And the first test, I got a... Oh my god. The first test, I think I got like a 60-something, a 68 or 60-something I got. And the second test, Geri test, I got a 71. But, as you can see, I'm still smiling because those test grades are completely erased. Why, you may ask? Well, my school allows retakes of tests. If you fail a test, you are allowed a retake of that test. But if you decide to do the retake, whatever your grade is for that retake, that is your grade. In other words, there's no averaging between the 2 test scores, or there's no taking which one is higher. If you decide to do a retake of a test at my school, what you get for that retake, whether it be higher or lower than your original test score, that's what you're stuck with. So, for geriatrics, I had to do a retake of the first 2 tests that we've had so far. And on the first test retake, I got a 95, so that was great. And then on the second retake, I got an 81. So right now, my 2 test scores for geriatrics is a 95 and an 81. Okay, so that's why I'm really happy about that. Did the retakes and, you know, blew both tests out the water. So there you go. Our next geriatrics test is when we get back from break. Well, kind of, almost when we get back from break. We're on holiday break right now. We just got off on the 19th. The 19th of December was our last day, and we start back on January the 6th. And our third geriatrics test, the third and final geriatrics test, is on the 9th of January. After that, we just have the final, and that's it for the course. So, I think mentally, like, I don't know what it is about geriatrics, but I don't think I understand, like, the concepts. Like, I thought it would be a lot like med-surg, except for that it's geared toward the older person, the older adult. But still, it's just, you got to completely change your way of thinking. And I just don't know if I've grasped that way of thinking. So, but I'm already reading the chapters for our third Geri test already, even though we have 2.5 weeks before the test, because I really want to do well the first time. I don't want to have to do a retake. So that's geriatrics. Mental health, there's only 2 tests and a final. That's all there is for mental health. And so far we've had, that's kind of a funny story. The first mental health test I did well. I got an 81. The second mental health test I actually skipped out on. I walked out on because I found out that I got a bad grade on my second geriatrics test and was so upset that I left school that day and just didn't even sit for the mental health test. So I had to do the mental health, the second mental health retake test, or else I would have a 0 for that test. So for that test, the retake, I got a, actually I don't know what I got. It's kind of convoluted. I'm hoping I'm not confusing you guys. The retake for mental health, the second mental health test, was Thursday the 19th. That was the day, our last day before winter break. The Scantron machine broke, and the deans couldn't grade my test. So I left for holiday break without knowing what I got on my mental health retake. I feel optimistic about it. I felt like I knew the vast majority of the answers. So I'm waging a bet. I'm betting that I passed. I think I did more than just pass. I think I actually probably did quite well. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. So that's mental health. I got like I said, 81 on the first one, awaiting the score for the second one, and we have our final, but it's not until February, as well as our geriatrics final, not until February. Then we have our ethics, which we haven't really did a whole lot on. Our ethics class has 2 tests and a final. And the first ethics exam, I got a 94. Very happy about that. And we have our second ethics exam when we come back from break on the 8th of January. So we have our second ethics exam on the 8th of January and our third geriatrics exam on the 9th of January. So I've been reading the chapters for that too, and we'll hopefully do well. I like ethics and philosophy, so I don't think that I'll have a problem with that test. Fingers crossed. So those are those 3 classes. Our term started at the end of October, and it doesn't end until like April. I mean, it's like a 5-month term. So we're like, I guess about halfway. We'll be finishing up with mental health. Oh, I wanted to also tell you, the Wednesday and Thursday before break last week, the 18th and 19th, we had something called a SAT. I don't know if schools besides our school have this, but besides my school that has this, but it's called a SAT, and it stands for Standalone Test. We had actually 3 SATs this month. We had our Med-Surg SAT the first week of December, and then we had our OB and pediatric SATs last week. They're kind of hard to explain. We had Med-Surg and OB and peds months ago. Like months ago is all I can say. But they make us take these SATs, I guess, to retain our knowledge base, so that we're, you know, nice and ready for integration and for NCLEX. And I will tell you what integration is in a second. Sorry if I sound very nasally and congested. I do have a cold. So that's the reason for that. But SATs are mandatory. You must pass a SAT or the retake. Our school has retakes for everything, including SATs. So one must pass the original SAT or its retake. If you do not pass the SAT, you will not walk with the class. You will be held back, and you will have to repeat the course with the next incoming class that comes in. I'm praying to God that won't be me. For Med-Surg, I got a 86 on my Med-Surg SAT, which I was really proud of, because Med-Surg was my weakness at the very beginning of the year, and so to pull off an 86 was, like, great. And then we just took our OB SAT last week, and a lot of people, believe it or not, I think over half our class flunked it. Not that I'm not bragging, but I came out with an 88% on my OB SAT. Very stoked about that, considering the fact that I didn't study much for it, to be honest. I studied the night before and the day of, because our school doesn't start until 5 p.m. in the evening. So I studied all that day and then the night before, and that was all I did to study for the SAT, and I passed it with an 88, and I'm very stoked about that. Then we had our pediatric SAT, and again, that was Thursday when the Scantron machine was broken, and so I do not know what I got on my pediatric SAT. I do feel optimistic about it. I felt like I knew the vast majority of those answers as well. So I am awaiting me and my classmates are awaiting our pediatrics SAT score. So those are 2 scores I'm actually waiting for. I'm waiting for my PED SAT score and my mental health retake score. Okay, so once we're finished with mental health and geriatrics and ethics, which should be at the end of February, or kind of toward the end of February, then we will do a 6-week intensive testing schedule called integration. Basically, from what I've heard from prior students, is that integration is like an intensive, like I said, 6-week testing boot camp that tests all your knowledge from all the content that we've covered since the very beginning of the year. They say like each test during integration consists of like 300 questions, and I think there's like a med-surg test, a OB-Peds test, 2 mixed tests, and then an ATI comprehensive exam. So 5 total. But they're like something like I said, 300 questions for each test, and you get a test every single week, and they just pretty much do review, like intense, like hardcore reviews. Like I said, it's almost like a pre-NCLEX boot camp, if you will. A lot of people that from previous classes have said that they like stopped working. They like took a leave of absence or like just stopped working for those 6 weeks during integration because they wanted to do well. So I'm kind of contemplating what it is I'm going to do. I still work full-time Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I don't know if it would behoove me to stop working. I think I can actually pull off doing integration and working too. I really do. I'm that focused and just want to succeed. So I think that my willpower and determination will override the need to not work because, you know, I'm scared I'm going to fail or whatever. So that's pretty much it. Doing well in my classes, awaiting my PEDSAT and mental health retake grades, which I'll find out. And I think maybe I'll do another video and let you know what they are when I get them, which won't be, like I said, until probably the 8th or 9th of January, because we're on winter break right now, as pretty much a lot of us are right now. So that is pretty much it. I do think, I guess I got like 2 subscribers right now, which is cool because 2 subscribers is better than no subscribers. So that's awesome. I think one of the subscribers' names is Kenora in God's Hands or something like that. I did see her videos, and I think she's a pre-nursing student, trying to get her prereqs done and doing, you know, trying to do well on her prereqs so that she can get into, I think it's an ADN program. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, she's, you know, doing what we got to do, working. She's a mother, and doing what she has to do in order to make a better life for herself and her kids. So I thank her. You know, I didn't see the other subscriber. I think they have their profile set to private, but I did see hers, and so I want to thank her for subscribing to me. So like I said, I will be making another update video soon, and please, if you have any constructive criticism about how to improve my videos, please let me know in the comments below. I don't know how to edit these videos. I just kind of come on here and start rambling and doing my thing. So if there's any way I can improve, please let me know. But besides that, I will definitely make another video when the time comes. Alright, so I hope you guys have a very good holiday. It is December the 23rd, a couple of days before Christmas. And so I hope everybody has a great holiday and a very happy and safe new year. Alright? Okay, thanks a lot, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.